In 1988, United States Navy warship USS Vincennes shoots down Iran Air Flight 655 over the Persian Gulf, killing all 290 people aboard. Iran Air Flight 655 was a scheduled passenger flight that was shot down on July 3, 1988 by an SM-2 Mr. surface-to-air missile fired from USS Vincennes, a guided missile cruiser of the United States Navy. All 290 people on board were killed. The jet was hit while flying over Iran's territorial waters in the Persian Gulf, along the flight's usual route, shortly after departing Bandar Abbas International Airport. The incident occurred during the final stages of the Iran-Iraq War, which had been continuing for nearly 8 years. Vincennes had entered Iranian territory after one of its helicopters drew warning fire from Iranian speedboats operating within Iranian territorial limits. The reason for the shootdown has been disputed between the governments of the two countries. According to the U.S., the Vincennes crew had incorrectly identified the Airbus as an attacking F-14 Tomcat, a U.S.-made jet fighter that had been part of the Iranian Air Force inventory since the 1970s. Vincennes had made 10 attempts to contact the aircraft both on military and on civilian frequencies, but had received no response. According to Iran, the cruiser negligently shot down the aircraft, which was transmitting IFF squawks in Mode 3, a signal that identified it as a civilian aircraft, and not Mode 2 as used by Iranian military aircraft. The event generated a great deal of criticism of the United States. Some analysts blame the captain of Vincennes, William C. Rogers III, for overly aggressive behavior in a tense and dangerous environment. In 1996, the governments of the U.S. and Iran reached a settlement at the International Court of Justice which included the statement, "The United States recognized the aerial incident of July 3, 1988 as a terrible human tragedy and expressed deep regret over the loss of lives caused by the incident." When President Ronald Reagan was directly asked if he considered the statement an apology, Reagan replied, "Yes." As part of the settlement, even though the U.S. government did not admit legal liability or formally apologize to Iran, it still agreed to pay $61.8 million on an ex gratia basis in compensation to the families of the Iranian victims. The shootdown was the deadliest aviation disaster involving an Airbus A300, as well as the deadliest aviation disaster in 1988.